Today we are visiting Harat al-Siybani. This is a place in Birkat Al Mouz. It's a very old settlement. It was last rebuilt in the 17th century. Right now, there aren't many inhabitants here. Actually, there are probably no inhabitants in here. But the place has been put on a UNESCO list. It will be soon rebuilt. Right now, as you can see, it has a fallage there, many narrow staircases, and the houses are quite well preserved. Some of them are clearly being renovated as we speak. Let's have a look around, shall we?
But first, a little bit of a retrospection. Just before I got there, I walked along this village and saw a beautiful mosque with wonderful door, perfectly renovated. So all that village is going to look like that soon. The walk is a bit treacherous, but I just couldn't stop myself, seeing that I can get as close as possible to these bunches of dates, so ripe and red and lovely. There are actually two ways to approach the old settlement. One of them is from the street area and the other one is from the palm tree area. I decided to go through the palm tree area because I thought it was a lot more interesting walk. Here I'm in front of an old majlis, which is a guest room. It's located right next to the mosque. And I don't think it serves its purpose any longer, but it's an interesting little building worth peeking into. Some local worker is washing his clothes next to the village. Notice the colors and the cobwebs. The window and the door left ajar drew my attention, and I decided to go inside. Have a quick look. As you can see, there is a lot of light inside. Why? Because the roof has collapsed. But that allowed me to have a better look at the nearby area.
Many of the rooms did not collapse. They actually had tiny entrances. As you can see, this entrance is probably about 150 centimeters. So you would have to bend down to get inside.
Next, I visit a small house inhabited by a local Bengali worker.
So as you can see, the place is not fully abandoned. Look at that. A beautiful, huge mirror on the wall. Why would you need a mirror? Well, there's a bathroom here. That's why you need a mirror. You have bathroom, and then you have your mirror. Two most important things, bathroom and mirror. And I guess some clothes getting dry. I mean, it doesn't take much time in the sun like that. And I think there's even electricity. Look at that. It's electricity. Look at that. Look at that here. You sit You sit on the chair, you have your morning bath, and you have this kind of view. It's $1 million view, isn't it? Well, judging by the presence of this armchair in a very strategically oriented place, I guess. Oh, hello, how are you? How are you? Good? What's your name? What's your name? Are you from Bangladesh? Okay. You live here? Okay. This is your chair? Can I sit? Okay, I'll sit here. I'll sit on the chair. Okay. My name's Yarek. What's your name? Yarek? Nasinchi? Okay. So we met our new friend here, Mohammed Yasim. It is his axe. Mohammed, this is your axe, yeah? This looks like a logging axe, but I don't think there are many logs to use it in. But Mohammed told us to have a look inside the house he's occupying currently. So we're going to have a peek inside. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. This is a house, clearly renovated a bit. You have white walls, cooker, and even a chest. Ooh, that's the third type of furniture. Omani chests. These were used for storing anything that you needed to store. Again, pegs. You see them everywhere. And Mohammed is using one of his pegs in a proper way, hanging something on that. But don't be fooled. We have the internet here. Internet fee? Oh, mashallah, that's good. And electricity. The roof is little treacherous. Have a look here. I'm afraid. Mohammed, not afraid? Mushkila? Mushkila. Mohammed says it's a problem. It might collapse one day, but hopefully not anytime soon. Okay, we go up? Okay, let's go. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Beautiful red door with the shapes that we saw before. Okay. Mohammed, you have a very beautiful view. All these houses. Have a look to the left here. Really pretty. And Mohammed, what's in there? Is it chickens? Only one chicken? One chicken. Let me check the chicken. Oh no, it's not one. It's 3 big chickens. Look at that. That's the source of protein for Mohammed. These are really huge chickens. Typically in Oman you have tiny chickens, maybe 1/3 of the size of a European chicken. So I asked Mohammed about his chickens, and he says one day he'll get 1 egg. One piece?
1 piece.
1 piece. It's good. 1 piece is better than nothing, yeah? So we have chickens here. They have shade, they have water, and they have beautiful scenery, and they are not slaughtered. They're for eggs. That's good for a chicken. And Mohammed.
In Oman, you can see goats everywhere. This particular herd is taking a bit of a rest from the afternoon sun. In case you were wondering what the structures on my left are, these are shelters for the animals, goats, chickens and cows. Note how the village rose directly from the rock beneath it. The village's name, translated into English, is the Pool of Bananas, but I think it's more pool of palm trees.
Whereas it's quite hot outside, this place is really cool. There are 2 reasons for that. First of all, these narrow passages create drafts. And secondly, the houses are built high up with little windows that again promote air circulation. So it is so much cooler in between those clay houses than it is actually outside in the open. And it's not only about the shade. Some ingenious technology in place here. Walking through here, you have to be quite careful because it's quite treacherous. I mean, it's like a 5-meter drop down here because the floor has collapsed to the lower bottom, and obviously if you look inside here, the roofs are typically gone and everything that was supporting the roof is already down. So I try to walk not in the middle so that we don't fall down. Okay, we are now here in the Amani House, clay house. What a beautiful little place. You see quite a lot of illumination here. The windows, some of them still have working partitions. Look at that, with small elements, metal elements to hold them closed. This room was quite well illuminated, obviously not as well as it's now without a roof. But look at the structure of the roof. There are big logs carved out of dead palm trees with palm fronds going across and with layers of clay on top of that. Obviously, if it's not maintained, the weather will bring it down sooner or later. Anyway, now furniture. Typical Amani house didn't have a lot of furniture. This would be one example. These wooden pegs, look, they're pretty much everywhere. They were very important because you would hang things on them. Okay, and the next type of furniture is the shelves. Quite a lot of these. They would be made out of flat slabs of stone, quite solid. As you can see, some of these clearly have the signs of being a fire being used here, like this one. And here, this actually looks like a fireplace. Not sure if it was a fireplace, but it looks like one. Maybe it was some sort of an oven. Yeah, look at that one. Look at that one. Tiny little window, just to let enough air to provide proper ventilation in the house. Okay, and in here, we are on the second floor, but still the metal bars are in place. Now, when I asked Omanis why would they put metal bars into places like that, they would say it would be for safety. But safety connected with children, so that the children don't fall out of these windows, rather than safety against robbers and burglars. Look there. This huge slab with a big shelf. I guess that was probably for important stuff, just over the entrance to the house.
Typical Omani rooms are quite small, but the ones located on top floors enjoy a truly amazing view. The rock is quite slippery, but I've decided to climb up to the watchtower right at the top of the village. I've been always saying, as long as it stands.
Now, as we approach the edge of the village, you can look there and see all the new buildings now. Small mosque, actually quite a few of them around. And the watchtowers, the one in the distance, is a watchtower. There are probably about 6 or 7. And again, we are here in an Amani house. This one shows you very similar features as the last one we looked at. The shelves, the roof. This time, this roof was actually decorated. You see all the paintings and inscriptions in there in Arabic, probably Quranic verses. It's a pity I can't read Arabic. Okay, so this is clear clay, quite hard, durable and polished. This I never know, is it clay, is it mud? It's definitely mixed with straw, as you can see. And if you look up there, you have the mats that I told you about before. And again, they're put on top of the branches so that the clay that's there stays on top in one place.
I walked nearby to. I just realized that my stomach was rumbling, so I decided to have game. It could certainly be a perfect setting for game enthusiasts, first person view. So I rushed down to the bottom of the settlement, and here a couple of houses have been beautifully renovated, actually turned into a guest house. Finally, my attention is drawn to all those little details such as door knockers, metal chains, hand-forged rivets, but above all, interestingly intricate Arabic wood carvings. They truly made my day today. My today's walk has come to its end, but the good memories will certainly remain.